He has won the 4 wides for 3 years in a row now. Pretty incredible achievement. This is his 13th consecutive season with at least 1 race win, and he is tied to Jason Line with that stat. And the way you guys are going, that's going to be a back and forth that lasts a while. And this will be very significant, actually. His 43rd win. Dave Schultz, largely recognized as one of the greatest to ever sit on a Pro Stock motorcycle, has 44 in the official era of Pro Stock motorcycle from 1987 on. And I'll lead with this. We know that you're a technician, you're a statistician, you're a guy that lives this sport in all of its different ways. Talk to me about being 1 win away from matching Dave Schultz.
Well, it's a big deal. Dave really kicked off Pro Stock motorcycle, back in the late 80s, early 90s, and there was the Dave and John shows, we used to say, Dave Schultz and John Myers, and I grew up around that time, and running in and out of their trailers, having fun, talking to those guys, and just being a little kid running around the racetrack. I have a lot of memories from watching him win a lot, racing my brother at my brother's very first race. There's a lot of history that goes into chasing that number, but it's like I've always said, his career was cut way too short with the unfortunate circumstance with John and Dave. So they would have kept winning. They were they're still in their prime when they were racing. So this is it's a good testament to how good our team is. But I'm feeling those guys would have kept racking them up and made it even tougher on all of us out here trying to catch them. So it's great to come in here to 4 wide and get another win. So we got our team going in the right direction, and I'm happy to get one this early in the season, believe me. And it seems it's the toughest to get the first one of the year, and when you get that off your back, you can kind of sit back, relax, and focus on racing the rest of the season.
We talk about this race and the mental toughness and the mental acuity it takes to be successful at it, and you come in here and make it look not easy, but it seems like you're very comfortable in what is kind of an organized chaos situation out there.
I am very comfortable here, 4 wide, 2 wide, whatever it is, this racetrack just agrees with me. And when I rolled up there for the first qualifying session this weekend, I felt very, very comfortable. I actually went back to the pit area and I said, I wish we could run every race 4 wide. When I stare at the tree, I know exactly where I am, how my staging procedure's going, and it's almost a calming effect it has on me here, because you're focusing a little more and paying attention to staging procedures. I did have a little hiccup here first round today, though. I rolled it in there and there was only 3 stage bulbs on, and I turned the throttle for some reason. So I sat there on the rev miller for an extra couple seconds and told myself stay calm, and I went out there and still got a win light. So that was unfortunate, but a good way to start the day.
Questions? Bobby.
Because you're so close to catching Dave Schultz's record, does it mean more to you because of all the courage that he exemplified in going out there and racing when obviously he was facing the battle of his life?
Yeah, he was struggling there at the end, but he fought through it, battled back, and he came out and I think he won a race not long after he was down in the wrong road there. So it's tough. He was a heck of a competitor and obviously showed the way and paved the way for Pro Stock motorcycle to still be here. So it's a hard fought battle to catch that number, but that's a number that's going to live on forever, in Pro Stock motorcycle lore.
You talk about the challenges of adapting to 4 wide and keeping your mind focused on that. Can you ever imagine how tough it was for him trying to stay focused?
Well, he had a lot of adversity early on, having to catch John and even my dad was racing against them in those early days. So the class was new, but they were having to show people the way and how to be a Pro Stock motorcycle class. So he was one of the forefront guys that was paving the way. And luckily, we got a great field right now. All Pro Stock motorcycle is very stout. We had all 16 riders within a 1/10 of a second. I don't know if that's ever happened before. And we got bump spots that are setting records. It's absolutely stellar to be involved in the class right now. And there's a lot of history that goes way back, and we're just in the prime of Pro Stock motorcycle right now.
4,000's quicker, and we're talking to Eddie. What do you consider a really good light, and what do you consider too close for comfort?
002's too close for comfort. I was trying my best. I told the guys, I said, I'm going to go up there and shoot for 15. I'd been 60 and 40 today, and I knew if I rolled my hand back on the clutch lever a little bit more, we can do that on a motorcycle, and move 1 knuckle, and it might be a couple hundredths on reaction time, and as long as your staging procedure is pretty accurate, you can kind of get away with it. And that was definitely tighter than I wanted to be, but I was staring at that bulb. We had that little mini burn down with nobody wanting to stage there for about 15 seconds, and we rolled in there, and luckily, my brother gave me a great bike that was able to repeat good enough every single run this weekend where I was confident on the tree, had good runs through qualifying as far as reaction times and riding, so got better and better. In the final round, I took a shot, and like you said, if it was 3,000 the other way, it would be, you'd be talking to Eddie.
Your bike, through all of Gainesville and most of this race, you were slower than Eddie. The first time this year that you were quicker was the final. What changed that?
Well, lately it's been, I've been doing a little experimenting with the engines, so I'm kind of the guinea pig for the team since I do a lot of the R&D and dynoing at the shop. You know, Matt and I get together and say, let's throw this engine in this weekend. And we're really happy with how it transpired in Q1 and Q2, so we put an old trusty engine back in for Q3, and it turned the table. So I went, picked up 400 or 500 of a second, and it was better all day today. So it's just a matter right now of who leaves the starting line better as far as tire shake and getting it hooked up. And when they put that good 60 foot down and a decent 330, it's, you know, that's the bike that's going to be quicker.
From the moment you hit the gas, did you believe you would win that run?
I thought Eddie was going to win that round. He'd been so fast in that second round, I wasn't sure how we were going to lead the starting line with both bikes, let alone just mine. So it's tough when you follow the alcohol dragsters, but they laid down a good patch for us that round. They didn't smoke the tires or anything, so I just rolled in there and gave it my all, really. The guys did a great job giving me a motorcycle that was flawless. You know, my two guys, Scott and Mike. Scott does all the engines on the team, and Mike does all the wrenching on the bikes here and at the track, at the shop. So they've done a good job making sure we're consistent. We never have to turn around once we get up here. We don't roll backwards out of the track and go back to the trail. We always seem to go down the racetrack, and when you can have that confidence, it just makes it that much easier to go out there and ride.
Andrew, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.